Most businesses do not collapse overnight. They bleed slowly, quietly, and often invisibly until the damage becomes impossible to reverse. The owner wakes up one morning staring at a bank account that no longer makes sense, wondering where everything went wrong. But the truth is, the signs were always there. They were just easy to ignore when revenue was coming in, when the team seemed motivated, and when the future looked promising. The difference between a business that survives and one that fails almost always comes down to one thing: awareness. Awareness of the patterns, the habits, and the decisions that quietly erode everything you have built. So if your business is struggling right now, this is not about blame. This is about clarity. One of the most common reasons businesses fail is that the founder is working incredibly hard on the wrong things. They are optimizing their logo, perfecting their website, or tweaking their social media strategy while the core product or service is fundamentally misaligned with what the market actually wants. This is called a product-market fit problem, and it is far more common than most entrepreneurs want to admit. You can have the most polished brand in your industry, but if people do not genuinely need what you are selling, or if a cheaper and easier alternative already exists, no amount of marketing will save you. The fix is not more effort. The fix is honest feedback. Talk to your customers. Talk to the people who chose not to become your customers. The answers are sitting right there, waiting to be heard. Here is a financial truth that destroys businesses every single year. A company can be profitable on paper and still run out of money. This happens because profit is an accounting concept, but cash flow is reality. If your clients are paying you 60 or 90 days after you deliver your service, but your rent, payroll, and supplier invoices are due right now, you have a cash flow crisis regardless of what your profit and loss statement says. Many business owners focus entirely on revenue and profit margins, while completely ignoring the timing of money moving in and out of the business. Managing cash flow means knowing exactly when money arrives, when it leaves, and building enough of a buffer to survive the gaps. If you do not have a rolling 12-week cash flow forecast, start building one today. Underpricing is one of the most emotionally driven and financially devastating mistakes a business owner can make. It usually comes from fear. Fear of losing customers, fear of being seen as too expensive, fear of rejection. So prices get set too low, margins get squeezed, and suddenly the business is working twice as hard just to break even. What makes this particularly dangerous is that low prices do not just hurt your finances. They attract the wrong customers. Customers who chose you purely because you were cheap will leave the moment someone cheaper comes along. They do not value your work, they do not refer you to others, and they drain your energy. Raise your prices. Lose the customers who were never truly yours to begin with. The ones who stay will be the foundation of a sustainable business. A business is only as strong as the culture and leadership driving it forward. When a business starts failing, it is tempting to point fingers at the market, the economy, or bad luck. But more often than not, the root cause lives inside the organization itself. Poor communication, unclear roles, lack of accountability, and a founder who is too deep in the day-to-day operations to think strategically. These are the invisible walls that stop growth. If your best people are leaving, if your team seems disengaged, or if you find yourself constantly putting out fires instead of building systems, these are not random occurrences. They are symptoms of a leadership and structural problem that needs to be addressed directly and honestly. Every failing business has a turning point, and that turning point almost always begins with a brutally honest conversation, usually with yourself. It means sitting down and asking the hard questions without defensiveness. Is the business model actually viable? Are the right people in the right roles? Is the cash position sustainable for the next 90 days? Is the pricing built on value or on fear? Are customers genuinely satisfied or just tolerating the experience? These questions are uncomfortable, but they are the only questions that matter when a business is in trouble. The businesses that recover are not the ones with the most resources or the best market conditions. They are the ones led by people willing to face reality, make difficult decisions quickly, and rebuild with intention. The path forward is never easy, but it is always available to those who are honest enough to walk it.